Welcome to the Manifest Your Career podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Norma Reyes, a Latina career and life coach. With this podcast, I help successful women learn how to combine their intuition and logic so that they can manifest their dream career. By listening to my podcast, you'll learn how to go from feeling stuck and lost on what to do next to having the clarity, motivation, and strategies to manifest the career of your dreams. Each episode, I'll teach you the skills, strategies, and mindset you need, girl, to get in alignment with your career goals. Now let's go ahead and get started. Hey everyone, welcome back. This is episode 9, and today I will be talking about how to make more time. So I have a 7-day make more time challenge. And this comes with the PDF and it is completely free. So if you're interested, just send me a DM and I will send you the link. Now, before I jump in on how to make more time, I would like to do a special shout out for my Ohio people. Thank you for listening. I see you. I appreciate you. All right. So the first thing that I see as a challenge for women that I work with is having enough time for everything that they need to do, have to do, and want to do. And during this 7-day challenge, I'm going to help you look over the things that you're doing, seeing what you need to do, what you have to do, and what you want to do, and how much of it is actually getting done. So on day 1, you will be tracking it. It is the easiest day in my mind, but also the most tedious and not so fun. But I ask that you don't skip it. It is super essential for you to track everything that you're doing in order for you to know what you are really doing. So before you get started on tracking, list all of your priorities, list all the things you need to do every day. And if you have a varying schedule, just make little blocks of different things you need to do each day. Try not to overwhelm yourself, do your best. And at the end of the day, I want you to reflect on the activity itself. So as you go along, tracking your day, what you're doing, I want you to reflect on what was hard to do about it. What did you find yourself not really wanting to write everything down? Did you find yourself forgetting? Whatever it is that came up for you, make sure that you're writing it down and reflecting on it. Day 2 will be sorting it. So now that you have a general list of everything that you did, I want you to look at it and sort through it. And you put it into 3 categories: things you need to do, things you have to do, and things you want to do. So in the need to pile would be things like taking your kids to school, helping them with schoolwork, washing the dishes. These are all things we need to do. Have to do are things that only you can do. Absolutely no one else can do them for you, such as going to work or taking a shower or working out. And then things you want to do can be like crafting, maybe spending time with your kids, watching TV, different activities that aren't very necessary, but you enjoy them and they bring you joy. After doing that, you again will be reflecting on this. What did you find was the hardest about putting these different things that you're doing into categories? And how did you feel after completing it? And then write whatever comes to mind while you're doing this. Does this feel stressful? Do you feel like you're moving forward? Do you feel stuck? Whatever it is, make sure that you're writing it all down. Next is day 3. Review it. So now that you've tracked it, you've sorted it, today you're going to be reviewing it. And it might be a challenge because you might feel like you already reviewed it and you've already sorted it. What else could you possibly do? But I want you to review it in the sense of, how would you explain these tasks to someone else? How would you explain them to me? Review your priorities list and then review what you are doing. Are you doing everything you need to do every day? Are you doing things that you maybe don't need to be doing that you can delegate? And really, What are some things that you always intend to do that maybe you're not getting to? And again, I'm all about reflection and journaling at the end of the day. Write down maybe some things that came to mind while you were reviewing that. And how did you feel again? What were your thoughts? And how do you feel currently right now, looking back, just reflecting? Day 4 may feel a little repetitive, but really it is really different. And today you're just gonna journal. Just gonna journal about where your time is going and why maybe you might be finding it hard to delegate some tasks, or just maybe you're feeling anxious about certain tasks, or you're putting off or procrastinating certain things. Just journal about it. If you don't think about where your time is going, much like a budget for your money, if we don't track it and you don't have intention behind what you're doing, you're not going to keep very good track of it. So I do have some journal prompts on there to kind of get you thinking about your need tos, your have tos, and your want tos, and really journaling on those specific categories. And of course, in the evening, journaling again, because once we put these thoughts out on paper, it allows you to relax and be able to process them better later. So in the evening, again, do your reflection. Make sure that you are reviewing maybe day 1, 2, and 3, and just seeing what progression you're having. All right, day 5, journal it. This journal time is a little bit different, so I don't want you to think it's just a lot of journaling, even though it is a lot of journaling. But journaling is good. All right, so you will be journaling about if you could spend your time doing whatever it was that you wanted. Imagine that you just won the lotto, you had zero responsibilities. What would you spend your time doing? Would you be doing what you're currently doing? Or would you spend it traveling more? Would you be gardening more? Would you be outside more? Would you be inside more? Maybe you spend a lot of time outside due to your work. Maybe you have to travel for work. Would you spend more time indoors? Sometimes we never take a moment to decide how we want to spend our time. We just kind of have life happen to us, but really we should be deciding how we want to spend our lives. All right, day 6. And if you made it to day 6, yay, give yourself an applause, a hug, a high five, whatever feels good to you. So, in day 6 is when you start to create your time. You have almost spent a whole week on this. You probably already know where you're spending or wasting your time. And now I want you to create your ideal day. Start by creating a list in 2 columns of things you need to do, have to do, want to do, and will do. And then from there, start categorizing tasks that maybe someone else can do for you. Can your husband maybe cook dinner once or twice a week? For myself, my husband cooks dinner a lot. So maybe I need to step in and do that for him. So these things, if once you write them down, you're kind of able to see where people can come in and help you. And there is no winning in doing everything all on your own. And now there might be some of you who don't have an option of someone else helping you. So then maybe seeing how you can lighten your own load by maybe letting go of some things that you hate to do. Perhaps you hate to do the deep cleaning in your bathroom. So maybe you can hire someone once a month to do that for you. We always have a choice on what it is that we can delegate. Remember that. You always have a choice. So I give you an example of kind of activities to write down for your ideal day. Now, this isn't a day by day planner type of ideal day. This is the things that you would like to do as a daily routine, maybe help ground you, maybe things to help you kind of circle back and keep you on the right track. For example, it could be, I'm going to review all of my daily checklists every morning and then after lunch, review it again just to see where I am and how my day is going. So now for day 7, I know that I keep saying that each day is very important, and each day is very important, and this one is important for its own reason. So day 7 is all about your why. Before we start that, let me just say, whoop, you got to the end. This is great. You're going to see a difference. And remember, give yourself some grace. Change takes time and it takes work. But after you do this, and if you even review it a few times, you will see that you are then controlling your time versus you feeling like you're running out of time. So, day 7 is all about your why. Why do you want to make more time? It's kind of like when we decide we're going to start managing our money better. We have to have a reason for it because spending our money doing crazy things sometimes just feels good and it's not stressful. Just like, spending hours watching TV feels great while we're doing it. And then we get left with no weekend to do other things that maybe we would have enjoyed more. So, really just write down your why. And if you're struggling to write down maybe something that's meaningful to you, go back and look at the rest of your days. What was something that kept repeating itself? Was there any patterns? Was there any thoughts that kept coming up? This is why it's important to journal each of the days so that you can go back and kind of see your state of mind. Because as time goes on, we forget our state of mind. We might remember a situation, but we may not remember our actual framework that we were at, our actual mindset that was going on during those moments. And that's it, guys. And I do have some affirmations for you all as part of the 7-day challenge, and just like a little bonus journaling about your day. I would love to hear what you guys think about the 7-day challenge. If you started and you are loving it, please let me know. Share it on Instagram, of course. Tag me at Dr. Norma Reyes, Dr. Norma Reyes, or at Manifest Your Career. Thank you guys. You have a great rest of your day. And remember, you can make more time. Bye. See you guys next week.
Thank you for listening to the Manifest Your Career podcast with me, your host, Dr. Norma Reyes, a Latina career and life coach.